Hey there, Coach Rylan here. I've got your April 2011 edition of Workout Espresso for Well Bella magazine. Now this month we're getting back into spring training. So I'm going to take you through a little mini circuit here that you're going to do about 3 times a week, and this is going to help prep your body for all those outdoor exercises that you're going to be doing in the coming months. So for the modified mountain climbers, what we're going to do is actually use a bench instead of going from the floor. Typically this exercise is done with the hands on the floor and then you switch your legs back and forth really quickly. We're going to elevate the body using the bench here, and that's basically just going to allow you to get a little bit more stretch through the hip. And of course, because you're elevated, it's going to put a little bit more emphasis into the legs as opposed to the upper body, which is what we're trying to do here. So you just want to put your hands on the bench, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. Now bring one leg up and extend the other leg back onto your toe. And all you're going to do is basically just hop up and switch your feet really quickly. And you want to do this fairly quickly, but not so fast that you actually start to shorten your range of motion. You want to get as much range of motion out of this as you possibly can. Get a good stretch there, get lots of length, and basically just switch back and forth quickly, but not too fast where you're actually going to pull a muscle or anything like that. So do about 30 switches. If you can get more than that, that's fine. Try and double it over the course of about 4 weeks. So right here. Now you might find that you'll be limited by your range of motion in your hips, and that's kind of expected with this one. It will put a lot of stretch in through the hip there, so again, go as far as you can comfortably, but don't strain yourself, don't push yourself too far to the point where you're actually going to pull a muscle. Next up is a Bulgarian squat. Now a Bulgarian squat is kind of like a lunge because you're only going out on one leg. So what you want to do is put your opposite leg on the bench, and then you just kind of hop out as far as you can comfortably. You'll get to a point here where you're going to feel a little bit unbalanced, and that's kind of where you want to be. And you want to feel a bit of a stretch in the trailing leg here, but not too much. If you feel too much stretch, just hop back. Now what we're going to do is squat down into the front leg, and you need that front leg out far enough that when you do actually squat down, that your knee doesn't go too far past your toes here. So I need to hop out a little bit more, keep the back nice and straight, arms go forward, and then just squat down and back up. Now what you want to do is only go as low as you can comfortably, and then just stand straight back up. You might feel this more in the stretch in the trailing leg here. So again, go down as far as you can comfortably. Don't let that knee go too far past your toes. A little bit's okay, but you don't want to go too far. And then again, depending on how tight that hip is, you're going to have to vary your stance. So if you feel a lot of stretch in that trailing leg, shorten your stance a little bit. And if you can get a little bit more out of it, then just lunge out a little bit farther. That'll get you more mobility in the hip and allow you to get down a little bit further. And also make sure that you're going to be doing both legs. So you do the reps on one side, then you switch over. The opposite leg, again, hop out, arms go forward, squat down, and back up. Now jumping jacks are fantastic for bringing a lot of mobility into the hips and the shoulders. The key is to get your arms straight up overhead as opposed to just out to the side, which is how most people do a jumping jack. You want to shoot for about 30 of those over the course of 4 weeks, double that to 60. So your goals for this workout are basically get about 30 of the elevated mountain climbers, about 4 to 6 of the Bulgarian squat on each leg, and then again about 30 of the jumping jacks. So that's going to be done in a circuit without taking rest in between. Once you've done all 3 exercises in that order, rest 1 to 2 minutes at the end, and then you're going to repeat that for 2 additional circuits. Now, what you want to do over the course of 4 weeks is actually double all of those reps, and then on week 3 and week 4, you actually want to add in a 4th circuit. So don't forget, all the details for this workout can be found in the April 2011 edition of Well Bella magazine. I'm Coach Rylan. I'll see you again next month.